Streamer University is not at all what you think it is. While Kai promoted it as a massive opportunity for rising streamers to learn and advance their careers, the reality is that this event appears to have been orchestrated solely to take advantage of upcoming creators. It is not about giving new talent a chance. It seems more like an industry plan factory where Kai and his associates receive more attention while raking in millions in sponsors. We are going to take a deeper look into Streamer University.
If by now you can't tell, if you can't see the play by now, gang, I don't think you ever gonna see it, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you have to you would have to be a kid for it to make sense to you. Like, this is an obvious play, and it's really not going to change. Like, it's only gonna change. It might turn into some real thing once he run out of friends to bring on there. But this shit is a gatekeeping.
To uncover what Kai's true purpose behind this event could actually be. By the end of this video, you will be left wondering if this event was a lie since the very beginning.
Of course it was.
After disappearing and reappearing as a fashion designer, Cenat announced he was done streaming. He said he wanted to focus all his time on his new career path, and months went by without any new streams or events. When he announced the return of his Streamer University, many were genuinely surprised. As you can expect, it instantly exploded, and all the attention was back on him. When he announced he was doing auditions in 3 cities, people instantly flooded the locations. Huge crowds showed up, with some even camping out, hoping to get an opportunity to demonstrate their skills. The footage shows just how these kids were losing their minds together.
Losing their mind, bro.
After thousands waited outside across 3 cities, Kai was only able to choose 120 people. And when he revealed who exactly was chosen, he was met with instant backlash. This time, even worse than the last, many of the people Kai chose were already established streamers or his close associates. Even worse, Kai chose people like Lizzo, a big music artist who's not even a streamer. This left many of the small creators who showed up feeling duped. Some of them
got duped. And the crazy part is, if he did it again, y'all will still pull up. That's the crazy part. If he do it again next year, y'all still gonna be, y'all dumb ass gonna pull up again. Same people too, and get finessed again.
Never really had a shot to begin with. It appeared like again, Kai used them to create a viral moment, knowing he was likely never going to pick anyone who wasn't already popular. Right. And I discovered that.
So let me ask y'all this question. So let's say how I put it, the auditions was a few weeks ago, right? So do you think from the time he did auditions all the way to now, he just decided he was gonna pick Lizzo, Black Boy Max, Silky, Lacey, Suburb Baby? Listen, y'all, YouTube and Meta might owe you up to $1,000 if you or your child grew up on social media. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health issues, you should hear this. Recently, a jury just ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They know that their apps can cause anxiety, depression, or body image issues. But they never shared those risks with us. They never made us sign anything that we knew the risk. They just maximized their profits. And the recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. But you better not worry. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm that they have caused. Click the link in my bio to take a very short questionnaire quiz, because you might be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Do we really think that these people, all this stuff happened, dreamed all? You know what I mean? Or do we think that this was something that was orchestrated? I think it was something that orchestrated. Okay, we need this many girls. We need a few people that don't stream and just got big names to come and be a part of it so it can be bigger. Okay, we need some girl like this because she might have Instagram clout and all the guys might love how she looks. So we're gonna, like, it's clearly orchestrated. It's probably not even orchestrated. He probably not even the one picking these people. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't have all to say so in picking these people. It's probably his team.
A lot of them are secretly directly connected to Kai. How, you may ask? They are all represented by the same talent agency. Kai is signed to a
Coincidence,
talent
right?
agency called UTA, United Talent Agency. It is one of the top agencies in all of Hollywood. Many huge stars and big musical acts are represented by this company. Recently, they have also been signing a lot of streamers. And would you look at that? Many of them just so happen to be the same creators who were accepted into Streamer University. First, Lizzo was picked even though she is not a streamer. She just so happens to be represented by UTA, the same company Kai is signed to. That could just be a coincidence, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Plagueboy Max was also picked too. He is also signed to UTA. FaZe member Stable Ronaldo got in, and just like the rest, he is also signed to UTA. A Twitch streamer by the name of Jason the Ween was also picked, and he is also signed to UTA. Pokemon was also chosen, and again, she is also signed to UTA. Even Dream Doll was picked, and she was also previously represented by UTA. My point is that many of the people who were picked are signed to the same talent agency as Kai Cenat. That, to me, is very strange.
Didn't I tell you this was a gatekeeping community game? So y'all get to write me off as a hater, but you get to you ignore all of these facts and then write me off as a hater. You think that's a coincidence that all these people are signed to the same agency? You think that's a coincidence? Which I'm cool with. That's not the problem. The only problem I've had this entire time is don't sit up here on the internet with this fake ass smile and this fake ass, oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm doing it for you guys. And try to act like you just randomly selected or act like you was going to be paying attention to everybody and you just, no, bro. You knew these people were going to be on here before you even started. Okay? You knew Plagueboy Max and all your agency homeboys. You knew they was going to be on there before you even had the little fake ass auditions, bro. Stop it. Just stop with the cap. It's okay. Just come out and say it. You probably can't say it. Even if you want to, you probably can't say it because you have somebody to, you know. You'll fuck up a lot of stuff if you went against these people. This is a very powerful company. Very, 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 very powerful. So he probably couldn't say nothing even if he wanted to. He might not even been the person that came up with the idea or that picked the people or none of that. He just might be the puppet.
And raises the question if any of this is really as legit as they claim. If only a very small number of creators that are chosen are actually new creators, what is the point of the giant audition? Why does he promote the event like an opportunity for upcoming talent if most of the creators chosen are already established? Well, that is what most people are failing to realize. I don't think Streamer University was ever created to help small talent, but to use them. I have come to believe that Streamer University was one big marketing strategy for Kai at the expense of the streamer community. He fooled everyone since day one, and nobody seems to have noticed. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I believe he managed to do this. Streamer University took Kai's hype to a whole new level. Out of all the things he has ever done,
because think about it. What way would be better to hype something up than to give people false hope? It's like an evil genius, bro. Dead ass. It's like evil genius. I can hype all of y'all up and make y'all tune into this streaming shit because I can give you false hope. I can make you think you have a chance to come do this and blow up and change your life overnight. I can make you think that. So if I make you think that, you know what I'm saying? It's the same. This is the same scam like this. If I make you think that you have to go pull out a student loan and pay $40,000 a semester to go to a school for 6 years, right? And end up paying me $400,000 so I can give you just a sheet of paper, teach you a bunch of bullshit and give you a sheet of paper that you had to pay me hundreds of thousands for. If I can convince you hey, all you have to do is go to college, get your degree, you'll be rich, you'll have a nice life. You'll get a good job. You'll get to work for somebody else and do what they tell you to do. And they'll pay you $75,000. And that's a lot of money because most people don't make that much. If I can convince you that you need to do this. Basically, you need to give me money so you can be successful. You need to go to school for 12 years and learn this bullshit that you're never going to use in real life. But you have to do that, and you have to spend money. You have to pay me. You have to pay taxes. You have to do that. You have to do that. If I convince you of this false hope, of course, that's most people who go to college spend their time, spend their money, spend their energy, graduate with a bullshit degree, and then never use it. But it's that false hope that gets people to keep coming back.
Got him as much attention as this event did.
Come on now, y'all gotta be smarter than this,
The idea for
man.
a school for new streamers to learn from the biggest figures on the internet was genius.
Right.
The way it was promised was that Kai was going to choose established creators to teach new creators how to make it big.
Exactly.
The lucky
That's how
ones
he promoted
picked
it.
would stay on a campus alongside the biggest creators and collaborate with them,
Right.
allowing them to see the behind the scenes of the biggest streamers who dominate the space. Kai literally struck gold with this idea. Not only would he look like a good guy by helping new streamers,
Look like a
but
good
he
guy.
would also generate massive media coverage around the event,
Yep.
boosting his popularity even further. As we all know, the event was an instant hit. The hype for Streamer University was unmatched. It seemed like everyone was making videos talking about how they applied and were desperate to get in. But when the day actually unfolded, people quickly realized it was not at all what was promised.
Now,
It
most people didn't realize that.
started when many noticed a pattern with those who got in. Most of the streamers who were chosen were already established creators with a sizable platform.
Not even that. Most of the people were already sizable creators who already had relationships with Kai Cenat, who have already been cool, and you know what I'm saying? Like they already been cool and all that, but like, come on, gang. It's not even the fact that they were just big creators. They weren't just big creators. They were big creators who have already been cool with Kai Cenat, who've already made videos and been around and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Not many new small-time creators were actually picked, just like we saw this year. So it ended up being more like a really big collaboration than a chance for small creators to be seen.
Right.
It also didn't appear like there was much educational value either.
It wasn't.
The so-called teachers were not really teaching anything. They were busier
just kinda-
focusing on creating viral moments for their
Yeah,
own
that's
streams
all.
instead of actually showing the students anything useful.
Right.
The entire event unfolded more like a viral stunt than an actual educational networking event. Instead of new streamers getting this massive opportunity as they were promised, it looked like they were used as background characters for Kai and his crew to make content.
That's all it
While
is.
people were surprised by how the event
Extras.
unfolded, I believe this was always the plan.
Exactly.
Streamer University just appears to be a giant marketing event. It was all
all it
about
is.
money and hype. What people fail to realize is that this event was organized very similarly to a pyramid scheme. At the bottom, you had the little creators who had really small or non-existent audiences. These are the people who are likely never to be chosen, but are used to generate hype and demand. You need the massive crowd of people desperate to get in to make the event look more desirable.
Right.
That was the reason behind
I
the
ain't gonna
whole
lie too. I'm gonna tell you how the industry works. Don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if a decent amount of these people that are outside waiting were plants. You know, that's how the industry works. They'll hire 10,000 people, make them sign NDAs. Hey, go stand outside and act like you waiting to get in. Right? And then it creates the hype. So you do that once, you do that maybe once or twice. You get what I'm saying? You do that maybe once or twice, just like, okay, Kai Cenat announces Streamer University. Okay, he's going to help smaller creators. Oh my God, how can I build up the hype for it? Well, I'm going to call around. I'm going to tell all the big creators that I know are already getting it. Hey, what's going on, bro? Hey, so listen, you're going to come to Streamer University. We're going to get money, but I want you to make it look real, okay? So go home, make a crazy, make something that's trending, make an application, put it online. You know what I'm saying? Say thank you to Kai Cenat and everything. Get all the smaller creators, give them some false hope, make it seem like they could do something with themselves, right? And then then we're gonna get more people to do more and more. You see what I'm saying? So let me pay. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a good amount of people that's in this crowd that was paid to be there. Hey, pull up, make it seem like this shit is real hype, make it seem like it's turned, make it seem like it's crazy, whatever the case is. And then once people see that it's people out here, more people will start coming, because it'll be like follow the leader. It'll be like blind leading the blind, monkey see, monkey do.
Audition process. If you paid attention to his recent audition, The media coverage was strong because of how many people showed up.
Exactly.
That's why you need the small creators. They were like Hollywood extras. In the middle of the pyramid, you have the streamers who are already established with followers. They are the ones who got picked, thinking they were going to make it to the next level, but in reality, they just had their attention redirected to Kai and his friends. At the very top of the pyramid, you obviously find Kai Cenat and his associates. The only people who really benefited from this event.
Was his associates.
At the end of it all, the reality is that all the hype, money, and attention were all redirected to the top of the pyramid. Essentially, the event seemed to have been designed to create live streamer industry plans. Kai strategically put the attention on people who just so happen to be signed to UTA with him or are his friends. While at the same time, he's making millions from massive sponsorship deals.
Of course.
It appears that since day one, the event was designed for this purpose. He knew that if he promised small creators an opportunity to network and boost their streaming careers, the demand would be massive. It would turn this into a giant event, and he was going to be at the center of it all. But as you can see, it's hard to find what they did to help any small creator. You are left with no choice but to think that the small creators were being taken advantage of. He just used them to make his event look bigger so he could...
Just like this. Okay, Streamer University, if I wasn't there, but let's just think about it. Do you really think that Rakai, Punga, Dez, Tylil, DDG, do you think they were going around trying to help other streamers, trying to put them on? Or do you think that they was just trying to make as much money as possible, get as much attention, fire off their streaming career? Do you think they was actually going door to door, introducing themselves to smaller streamers? Do you think that they were embracing the small streamers that nobody knew, or do you think they were shunning them? Oh, you're not the cool kid, man. I ain't talking to you. Get the fuck out of my face. Which one do you think was happening? When the small creator walked up on these big creators and said, "Hey man, can you do you think they actually did it, or do you think that most of the time they was like, nigga, why would I spend my time with you? You're nobody. I'm finna go do some clips with Rakai, who I'm actually go viral from." Just think about it logically, bro.
Make more money and make his people more popular. We can clearly see that with those who were chosen this year. Just look at how many people who got in were on UTA's roster, and those are only the people I named. The rest of the people were like his sister or his friends. To me, it appears this is an event UTA likely has a big hand in. The agency is responsible for getting Kai his big opportunities, so I would not be surprised if this is something they cooked up to promote him and their other talent. In a way, it feels like he sold out the streamer community by doing this.
Pretty much.
He promised all these small creators a shot, and they believed him. Some of these guys claim to have quit their jobs before they even knew if they would get picked.
What am I doing? I quit my job, bro. Huh? You quit your job? What? You quit your job?
That's stupid, though.
What? Today? Say word.
Many were literally losing their minds online when they saw that they weren't chosen.
For 4 days since Thursday in LA for Streamer University auditions. Waited in line since 6 a.m. Was hella committed, staying here. Still got denied from the staff. They didn't even get to get interviewed by Cenat. I would rather get denied in front of Cenat than get stopped and denied from the staff. And that's what makes me sick. I've been here for all the 4 days, bro. I've been here for 4 days, making content, streaming. It's hella discouraging, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm actually sick to my stomach. I'm like, damn.
Stop waiting for other people to do something for you, nigga. Do it for yourself. That's the advice I would give for y'all. Because if you think that these people wake up and give a fuck about your career, you're insane, bro. You're insane. They don't care about making, like, why would they give a fuck? Just think about it logically. Why would some random person who you don't know, whether they famous, rich, or not, why would they do that?
I literally got denied for the first interview. And I said what I had to say, camped, I'm dedicated, I'm hungry. And I just got denied. I guess I said something wrong. And I'm doing this content for like 6 years, bro. I just wanted a shot, you know, at life. And I thought this was gonna be like my first shot. But the only thing I keep doing is, you know, just go from here. And yeah, I was top 70 though out of all the people. I was here early, dedicated, but wish I got to get interviewed by Cenat so I can at least showcase my personality.
That would have did shit for you either, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Kai sold them a dream, and they fell for it, only for them to realize they were being used the whole time. The reality is that if you were not down with UTA or one of Kai's friends or family members, you had basically no shot at getting in. People really need to understand this is no longer the Kai who was working his way up in the industry.
Right.
He has made it to the top and has crossed over long ago. He is fully immersed in the industry, and things like this are normal techniques to extract as much money from the people as possible. But I don't know why people are surprised. Everyone should have realized Kai was not who he seemed to be when he came back acting like a fashion designer. The entire stunt was just a way for Kai to leverage the hype he built off of his Mafiathon to sell clothing to fans. It did not seem genuine, it was just another money grab. He tried everything to make it seem like a serious rebrand, but the reality is he just wanted to sell merch. The biggest red flag was when he showed up with Jaden and Will Smith at the fashion events.
What the fuck is that noise?
That was
What
the
the
moment
hell?
it was solidified that the industry got Kai. The way he was walking up the stairs in that red lit room and how Jaden and Will Smith greeted him just felt so off. You know, when you see things like this, it's pretty much a sign that he crossed over.
That's
In
some
my
weird
opinion,
shit
it
right
does
there.
not seem like he cared about the streamer community at all. What he cares about is making more and more money. That is why he was constantly humiliating himself on stream with no issues. He showed us just how far he was willing to go when he did the shower stunt with Ray J. That was the perfect indication of what he truly represented. Streamer
Yeah, it was like
University
a-
2
almost like
is
a
set to take
humiliation
place
ritual.
any day now. Chances are, like last time, no small streamer is really going to get that shot they're hoping for. Instead, it appears that Kai will once again use this moment to make himself even more popular and rich. I want to know what you guys think. Do you feel like Streamer University is not what it seems? Or do you think even if only big creators are chosen, it still works as promised? To me, it seems to show Kai's true colors and what he represents at the end of the day. Kai is one of the online creators that have fully gone Hollywood, just like we see from people like Drewski. Drewski is another online creator that Hollywood has fully embraced. There is no better example of this than what we saw at this year's BET Awards. Drewski was chosen to host the show, and what he did shows us that he already crossed to the other side. If you want to see how the BET Awards shows how they fully brought Drewski in, watch this video
watch
right
that.
now. And if you want to further support the channel, consider becoming a Patreon member. When you join, you support the channel.
Yeah, I think it's all rigged, bro. It's all rigged. It's all rigged, bro. It's all rigged. It's no different than anything else. The Grammys, the beat, like all this shit is rigged. It's planned out. It's a show. It's a cabal. It's a bunch of gatekeepers, and that just is what it is, bro. That's the truth. Now, niggas don't like me because a lot of niggas is brainwashed into thinking that this shit is real. And oh no, Kai really wants to help people. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, buddy. If you say so. I mean, you could think that if you want to. I don't think that. You know, I personally don't think that. I don't think he give a fuck about actually putting nobody on. I think he just. Honestly, I don't even think he do. I think he just doing what he told for real. I think he just doing what he told. Like I don't think that he even. I wouldn't even be surprised if he ain't the one coming up with this shit. He probably not the one paying for it, funding it, orchestrating it, putting it together, or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He probably just the one that's just the face of this shit, like a puppet. But no matter how many times I say it, you know, you're gonna have more people that's brainwashed. It's like if you sleep, nigga, you sleep. If you brainwash, you brainwash. You don't even know you brainwash. You just. So of course you're gonna think I'm a hater and all this other shit. That's cool, but you can think that, my nigga. But I don't have anything to hate on for real. I just look at facts and I speak truth, and niggas gonna hate me for that, and that's cool. But you can't argue with the facts.